A warning, this story contains some distressing details. Victorian authorities are urging 1,200 children to be tested for sexually transmitted diseases after a Melbourne childcare worker was charged with scores of child sex crimes. Joshua Dale Brown is facing more than 70 charges against 8 children, dating back to his time working at a centre in Melbourne's western suburbs in 2022 and 2023. The 26-year-old has been in custody since his arrest in May. Detectives say his youngest alleged victim was just 5 months old.
It was a press conference so distressing, even the most hardened public personas were shattered.
My heart just breaks for the families who are living every parent's worst nightmare. And as a parent too, I can only imagine the unbearable grief and pain the affected families are experiencing right now.
This is an incredibly distressing investigation, and the information we are going to provide today is particularly confronting.
Victorian detectives charging a childcare worker with more than 70 offences at a centre in Melbourne's west, including sexual penetration of a child.
In panic. I left my work straight away, my job straight away, and I came to pick him up.
Maybe it will haunt me forever. And did something happen to my child by that time? And if so, what happened?
Police taking the rare step of identifying the man accused, 26-year-old Joshua Dale Brown from Point Cook in Melbourne's sprawling western suburbs. Brown allegedly abused 8 children at the Creative Gardens Early Learning Centre in Point Cook. His youngest alleged victim just 5 months old, the oldest 2 years old. He wasn't known to police and has been in custody since he was arrested.
It's very important to ensure that every parent out there that has a child in childcare knows who he is and where he worked.
In the past 8 years, Brown worked at 20 other childcare centres around Melbourne. Health authorities are urging 1,200 children to be tested for sexually transmitted diseases.
We do understand that this is another distressing element to the situation, and we're taking this approach as a precaution.
Brown had a Working with Children check, but it's since been cancelled. It's prompted questions about the system.
To receive a Working with Children check, you have to do 0 training. You just need to go through a police screening, whereas to serve alcohol to adults, you have to do a day of training, pass a test.
10 years ago, a Royal Commission into Institutional Abuse recommended a standardised Working with Children check with a national database. It still hasn't happened.
No more time to look, to consider, to review. It's simply get on with the task and complete the job that should have been done much earlier.
Childcare is regulated under a national framework. The states and federal governments have already agreed to ban phones in centres and to stop payments for centres that don't meet the standard. Richard Willingham, ABC News, Melbourne.
And if this story has raised any issues for you, you can get help by calling the National Sexual Assault and Family Violence Counselling Helpline on 1800 RESPECT or Bravehearts.